Hi, McGowan artists. This week we're going to learn about the artist Pierre Mondrian. He is a Dutch artist who was born in 1872 in the Netherlands, and he ended up dying in 1944 in New York City. So he traveled all around the world. He is known as a modern artist. His paintings often were non-objective, which means there was no particular object in them, but he often used simple primary colors, which, as you can remember, are red, blue, and yellow, the colors that make up all the other colors. So he repeatedly and often in his paintings, he used straight lines, the primary colors, and black and white. So he kept his artwork very simple, as you can see in some of these paintings that I'm showing you. So today we're going to do our own version of a Mondrian painting with a little bit of a holiday spin, as far as we're going to make them be hearts because it's almost Valentine's Day. And I love doing this project every year with fourth grade. So I'm going to show you how to do part of it, how to do it today, but I'm going to give you 2 weeks to do it. So you can start it today, but you do not need to turn it in until next week because this will take 2 class periods if you're going to paint it. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm tilting my paper down. Now I happen to have a heart shape that I'm going to trace, but you can just take your time and just draw a large heart to fill your paper. I'm having trouble with that because I'm going upside down here. So filling the paper is key. You don't want a teeny tiny heart if you're going to paint inside this. Now, if you really don't want to do a heart shape and you want to keep your Mondrian painting rectangle, that's fine. I just thought it would be kind of fun to do a different spin on it, but a straight is the way he did it so that you could just keep a straight rectangle. But inside your heart, you're going to use a ruler or a straight edge. So find something, it could even be a book, that is a straight edge to create a straight line or two. So you're going to make some lines inside your heart shape. Oh, it looks like I've got a little paint on that one. And you can decide how you want them to go, but Mondrian always kept his lines straight. So I've created a few just straight lines on my paper with my pencil. Now, what you're going to do inside this shape, or if you have your rectangle, you can just use your whole page, you are going to paint some of these shapes red, yellow, and blue. Now, at least one of each, and you can leave some white. So I went ahead and I have liquid paint here, tempera, with the primary colors on it. You can use watercolors or any kind of paints you have at home. If you don't have paint, don't worry. You can be creative. You could use construction paper and cut them out and glue them down, red, yellow, blue, or crayons or markers to color it in. But I want to see a shape that's at least red, one that's yellow, and one that's blue. I'm going to start with yellow and choose which shape I do. When you do paint, a tip if you are painting, yellow is a good color. The lightest color is the best color to probably start with because then you won't run into other colors or the water might get dirty. You don't have to, but I find that it's easiest. I'm real carefully coloring this section right here in yellow. Now I got a little bit of yellow in this white area, but that's okay because next week when this is dry, I'm going to lay a black strip on top of it. So I'm going to do that one yellow. I'm going to do this one yellow as well. Okay, so I decided to do these two yellow, but now I'm going to pick 2 more spots to do the red and the blue. You see I've got my yellow, so now I'm going to do my red. And again, it's up to you on where you want your colors to be. I'm trying not to put the same color side by side. So I've got red here, obviously. I'm trying to avoid that right here because it'll look like it's the same big space. Red. What's amazing about Mondrian's paintings is that they almost look like they're made with a computer, but he hand painted all of those. He mostly lived during the ages where computers didn't even exist. He just was very precise with his straight edges and lines. Okay. So now I've got one of each color there. I'm leaving this big one here white because he does leave some white. And then I'm planning on cutting my heart out actually next week and gluing them on a black paper. So it's up to you on what you have. But for today, what I'd like you to do is use your ruler to create your straight edges. And I want you to paint or color in red, yellow, and blue into certain squares or rectangles, and then let it dry. So if you drew it, if you used marker or crayon, that's fine. We're going to stop here for today. Then next week will be part 2, and I'm going to show you how to cut this in a way and add black lines so they'll look very straight. So for today, I want you to create your drawing of straight rectangles, or they can be squares, straight lines, and the heart is optional. And then I want you to color in red, yellow, and blue with whatever art medium you have at home. That'll be step 1. Show me what you made this week and save it, and then next week we'll do the second part. I can't wait to see it.